All right, hey, listen, we're out here at the basketball court, gonna have a pickup game, but I wanted to take this time to tell you little lessons I've learned from basketball. You know, if you come out here and you're playing sports, it's always a time to learn a lesson, and I want to talk about the lessons of life, because once I'm done with this pickup game, and once you're done watching this video, we all got to go back to the game of life, where things happen, things are real, and it's all about decision making. And what I wanted to compare life is when there's two different aspects of basketball. There's one where you come out and you're out here playing a pickup game, and the other aspect is real basketball that we see on TV, that we see with the referees and in the stadiums. So I just wanted to talk about how the way we live can be either like a pickup game or just helter-skelter, or the way we live can be professionally done, live on television across millions of homes worldwide. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is how when we're at the pickup game, it's just a park, it's an easygoing atmosphere, everything is kind of loose. Probably I'm gonna have some people coming and I'm not gonna know them, so we're not gonna be real organized. And with that, if I don't know them that well, you know, maybe we don't make as many calls, we just let people run out of bounds. We've got grass out here. It's just not a big environment where we want to be stickler for the rules. But that's the way some people live their lives. They just live, they run around, they go out of bounds, no one really calls it, they double dribble, they pick up the ball, they just shoot it over their head. There's not a lot of order in it. And with the professional levels, there's a lot of practice that goes into the game. Before they even get to the game, there's months and months of training before that first game, and they get to know each person that they're playing with. And I just want to talk about in Matthew 7:16, it says, "You shall know them by their fruit." And what I want to compare basketball is when you're around someone and they're just, you know, off, they're carefree, they're dribbling and they pick it up and they dribble again, or they just throw it over their head, or they run out of bounds, and that's just their fruit, is that they've never been around someone that's told them, you know, this is the right way to play the game, this is how to not play the game. And they've never been around that type of instruction, so that's what they do. They don't know the right way to go. And the reason it's important to know the right way to go is because if you practice that non-stop, eventually if you want to be in the place of a real game, you won't know, and you won't be able to be on the court for very long. You're going to get taken out. And also, I wanted to talk in Matthew 7:19. It says that every tree that does not bear good fruit, it is cut off and thrown into the fire. And that hit me when I started thinking about, you know, the game of basketball, is because I was a star athlete and I always wanted to be, you know, in the limelight. But I started, you know, breaking the rules. I started going against the rules of my coach, and we had a curfew for the night before the games. But sometimes I just wanted to do my own thing, and I went out and I started partying and drinking the night before a game. I started breaking the rules, and the thing is, I never got caught. I would come in the next day, I would be able to run around. I probably smelled a little bit like alcohol, but no one ever said anything. And I thought it was fun to start breaking the rules. But the thing is, the joke was on me. The thing is, the joke was on me because I lost the respect of all my other teammates who were following the rules. They were doing the right thing as far as what the coach wanted them to do. And they just, you know, they joked with me, but the joke was really on me because I set the bench for 3 years. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. And what that was, it was a path that led to destruction. In Matthew 7:13, it says, "Enter into the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to the path of destruction." And that's exactly where I was going. Yeah, no one was checking up on me. No one was coming and seeing where I was at 1 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock at night. No one was checking up on me. I was a grown man, and that's the mindset that I had. But the real thing was, me staying out till 2 at night was destroying all my energy. It was destroying my rest. And the reason that they set a curfew for me was so that when I got into the game, I would be ready to go. I would be on the top of my game. That's why they set the rules. That's why my curfew was at 10 o'clock. and not at 12 o'clock, because there's certain things that you need for the next day, all right? And so it's very important that for the other players, they didn't really care. They just let me go about my business. They didn't really say, you know, you need to, you know, get yourself in line. And that's one thing that a lot of people deal with, like in the pickup basketball game. They come out here and they've been playing like that since they were a little kid. I used to referee young kids, and we would let them play, because, you know, how much fun is it for you to keep blowing the whistle and blowing the whistle for the little kids? But eventually you got to learn your lesson at some point. But if you're never around someone who's going to tell you, you know, straighten up, you know, you're breaking the rules here, and you're gonna lose it. Eventually down the road somewhere, you're gonna lose everything you've ever worked for, if you have worked for it. But no one was really telling me that. And so I came to a desperate position in my career as a basketball player, and because that was my whole life. So my basketball was my life. So that's why I'm here talking to you on this basketball court about, you know, you need to get things straightened up. And in Matthew 7:23 it says, "And then I will profess unto them, depart from me, you worker of iniquity." A worker of iniquity is someone who doesn't follow the rules. And so basically every time I would show up for a game, I was breaking the rules, and I wanted to get in the game. A lot of games we were losing. I thought I could do the best, but it doesn't work that way. If you're gonna break the rules, you're not gonna have anything. It just leads to destruction. When you're sitting on the bench of a basketball game and you're not playing in the game, you don't get any attention. It's all destruction from there on. And so the joke was on me. So in the conclusion, I want to tell you that the way to go is to follow the rules. In Matthew 7:24 it says, "He who hears what I say and does them, I compare him to a wise man who builds his house upon a rock." When you build your house upon a rock, it's the same thing as in basketball, as learning how to dribble the right way, learning how to shoot the right way, and following all the rules of the instructors. That's why you need to make your head coach Jesus Christ. Every one of these scriptures I read was words directly from the one who played. He came here on this earth, he played the game of life, and he excelled. He was the best one to ever play. So wouldn't you want to learn from the best one who ever played the game? Well, these are his instructions. Listen to what he has to say. And I tell you, the reason I entitled this "The Greatest Dunk Ever" is because if you say this prayer with me, you'll be able to dunk on the devil, the greatest play in the whole game. So I want you to say this prayer with me. Say this out loud and with your heart. Say, "Dear Lord Jesus, come into my heart. Forgive me of all my sins. Wash me and cleanse me. I'll put away the past. I don't want to live my own way anymore. I need you to be my coach. I need you to guide me." And if you said that prayer right now, I want to tell you that when you go dunk, you just dunked on the devil. You just slammed it hard on his face. And just like when a defender comes towards you and you're going up for the dunk, he tries to stop you, but you can hang on that rim, and when you hang on the rim, the defender hits you, but then he bounces back on the ground, but you stay up in the air, and you can look down and laugh at the devil. So I want you to do that right now. I'm going to do a little slam dunk, and I want you to envision that as you dunking on the devil and the devil falling down on the ground laughing at you.